Hey everyone, welcome back to another Battlefield 6 video. I hope everyone is having a great day, and I appreciate you guys clicking on the video and watching. It means a lot. If you guys like the video, don't forget to like it. If you dislike it, hit the thumbs down. I don't care. I want you guys to be honest. And don't forget, we stream every night at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on twitch.tv/WeezermanFPS. Without further ado, we're going to get right into the video. I want to keep this short and to the point, because that's what this video should be. We're going to be going over my graphic settings in Battlefield 6. These are pretty important, especially when you're on PC, to fully optimize your PC to get the most out of Battlefield 6 and get the best performance possible. One thing though is I can make another video going more in depth with my Windows settings and NVIDIA control panel settings, where you can also tweak some things to help with performance. But in this video, I'm just going to be going over my in-game settings. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Performance preset should be set to custom, graphics quality custom, because we're going to be custom tweaking these settings. Graphics quality settings, you're going to go ahead and click on that. To give you guys an idea, I am running a 5070 Ti graphics card and a 9800X 3D CPU. A very powerful setup for 1440p gaming, first person shooter, whatever. This, I get pretty high frame rates, and I could run everything on high and I'd probably still be getting decent frames, but there's a reason why I have most of these, actually 99% of these, on low or off. And that's because the visuals in Battlefield 6, when you adjust these settings, aren't worth it enough to drop frames. So again, I'm running a 5070 Ti and a 9800X 3D, probably the best gaming CPU you can buy, and the 5070 Ti is a beast as well. Texture quality should be on high. If you guys have a super low end computer, change this to low and run everything on low. When you get down to shadow filtering, turn this to PCF. Screen space reflections off. Screen space, AO, and GI off. Okay? I'm going to read these out so that you guys can be in-game and adjusting these settings. We're going to go down the line here. Texture quality, high. If it's a low-end PC, texture quality should be off. Or low, I'm sorry. Texture filtering, low. Mesh quality, low. Terrain quality, low. Undergrowth quality, low. Effects quality, low. Volumetric quality, low. Lighting quality, low. Local light and shadow quality, low. Sun shadow quality, low. Shadow filtering, PCF. Reflection quality, low. Screen space reflections, off. Post-process quality, low. Screen space, AO, and GI off. And high fidelity objects amount, low. Boom, done with that. World brightness, I run 55. I wouldn't run anything lower than 50. 60 is a good one as well. It's really just personal preference. 55 is a good middle ground though for me. UI brightness, same thing. I keep this default at 50. Sharpness, this will give your game a sharper look around objects. The lower you go, the softer it's going to look around textures and objects. They're going to make them look a little bit more, just pops a little bit more when you have these higher, but you don't want them too high because then it looks really pixelated. I run 45, so you can mess around with that. I wouldn't go anything lower than like 30, 35 maybe, and I wouldn't go anything higher than like 70. So 45 for me. Advanced tab, click on that. Resolution scale should be 100. If you are really struggling with frames on a low-end PC, you can set this down to like 75. But just know, when you start going below 100, your game is going to start to look pretty bad. But you will gain some frames. But I highly recommend keeping this on 100. I really don't recommend going below this. Frame rate limiter off. Frame rate limiter in the menu should also be off, because in the firing range, this setting right here affects the firing range. So if you have this on, and say you have this set to 100, you're going to be running 100 FPS in the firing range. So if you want to, you can set this to like 200, but you might as well just turn this off. NVIDIA Reflex Low Latency. This should be enabled plus boost. What NVIDIA Reflex Low Latency does, enabled plus boost, is it basically makes your GPU try to run at full power 100% of the time, so that you're getting new frames as often as possible. Because especially in a game like BF6 where it's very CPU heavy, your GPU is going to try to downclock itself, and that will result in the card not pushing as many new frames. So keep this on NVIDIA Reflex. Sorry, keep this on Enabled Plus Boost and NVIDIA Reflex Low Latency. If you're experiencing problems, you can set this to Enabled and try it, but you shouldn't have any issues here. This is a big one, guys. Upscaling technique, DLSS. Especially if you have the newer graphics cards, NVIDIA graphics cards that support DLSS 4. This is going to make your game look 100 times better too when it's on. So DLSS quality, run this on quality, upscaling quality. If you're struggling with frames still, you can put this to performance or ultra performance. Just know it's going to not look as great, but it still will look pretty decent. So I run quality. You can mess around with balance, performance, but this is what I run right here. Multi-frame generation off. This is going to increase input lag, but you will get a lot of frames if you have this on. I have mixed feelings about this because I've run it a few times just to test it, and the input lag actually isn't that noticeable. So if you are truly struggling with frames, turn this on 2. But if you're struggling with input lag, you're gonna have to turn this off. I don't recommend this in shooters, especially fast-paced shooters. Future frame rendering off, and then performance overlay I keep on simple to see my frames. Don't turn this on extra. There's just so much there, and definitely don't turn it on advanced unless you're, benchmarking or something. Keep this on simple or off. Exit out of there. Camera settings. Field of view, I run 114. I wouldn't recommend anything below 104. What this is going to also do, the higher field of view you have, the less visual recoil you're going to have. But obviously, if you have this super high, it's going to make enemy players, objects at longer distances seem really small. So I like 114. I mess around with anywhere from 110 to 114. Vehicle third person field of view should be set to 83. As high as it can go. You want to be able to see as much as you can when you're in third person in the vehicle. Weapon field of view is another big one for visual recoil. Set this to wide. Weapon motion blur 0. World motion blur 0. Camera shake amount all the way down to 50, as low as it can go. Reduce sprint camera bobbing should be set to on. This is going to reduce the way your camera bobs up and down when you're sprinting. Chromatic aberration off, vignette off, film grain off. These are all useless. They're just going to hurt your performance if you have them on, so set them to off. Full screen mode, borderless. Borderless is becoming the new best thing. A lot of people are saying that borderless is better than full screen for performance-wise, and I've actually seen a difference as well. So run this in borderless. Obviously, have your monitor set to your full screen. Full screen resolution should be your monitor. Aspect ratio auto and vertical sync off. And again, make sure your refresh rate is set to your monitor's max refresh rate. In order to change this setting, though, you have to go to full screen and then change it. So for me, I have a 360 Hz monitor. I have this set to 359.979. Obviously, go back to borderless. And that's it, guys. Those are some really basic but important settings that you guys should know and that I wanted to get out for you guys. But again, like I said, if you guys want to see a more in-depth review on how to increase performance on PC, I can do a Windows settings video where I go in depth there, as well as my NVIDIA control panel. But that's going to be it for the video, guys. I wanted to keep it short and to the point. I hope this helps somebody out there. And again, thank you guys so much for the support. The last HUD settings video is almost at 1,000 views. So if we can get it to the 1,000 views, that'd be incredible. But I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I can't wait to see you guys soon. Thank you guys so much for watching. And until the next one, y'all be good. Peace.